In this episode, Fred talks about our fan anniversary doll vote and introduces our new core line doll, Valeria.
Hello everyone, it is Durf again, and this is our Frupdate number 4. We're so thrilled to be here again. And especially, we really loved all the comments and all the likes, all the support that you guys have given us because this is really reassuring us that we are doing the right thing. And we would like to do more, and that's why we're trying to shoot more in a shorter period of time as well. So I saw a lot of comments that all of you liked the wig that I was wearing. Yep, I think like my teammates, all our colleagues also enjoyed. I think I'm the only one who, yeah, not didn't find it as entertaining as the rest of them, but they were all like all over the skies over it. Yeah, I actually commented. She said I should be in a L'Oreal commercial for that, and maybe if I'm in a wig and I make lots of money, that's great, right? But I don't know if L'Oreal will come for me. Let's just hope. Let's just hope. Uh, yeah. But there's a little secret that I want to tell you as well. We actually make those wigs. Actually, in fact, Ruby started out making wigs before she started making dolls. So we're an expert in making wigs, and we actually transferred the expertise from making wigs into making doll wigs. And human wigs are actually way more sophisticated because we have to also spend much more time to make sure that the wigs are comfortable on human head. And for dolls, yeah, we do care a little, but not so much. So, but anyway, yeah, it's just a little thing that we do. But I hope that you don't use this secret for your, for evil schemes, like ask me to do another wig video because I'm really reluctant to do it. But if L'Oreal asks, then maybe I'll consider it. And if, of course, they pay me nicely and ask me nicely about it, and I'll consider it. But yeah, thank you everyone again for the support. So today we have lots to cover as well. Today we are going to talk about our new core doll, Valeria here. And also, it is nearly time for our new anniversary doll again. For those who don't know, every year we do a voted doll that everyone participate and they vote on every aspect on our new anniversary doll. We have done that for 3 years, and now we're starting again on the 4th year. So we're going to talk a lot about that. For those who already know, I'm also going to talk about little thoughts that we have that maybe you can consider, and also we would also like to see your feedback on how we can approach this anniversary doll this year as well. All right, to our main topic of our anniversary dolls. In fact, we have the anniversary dolls of last year right here: Sienna, Angela, and Nicholas. So I think a lot of you have probably seen pictures of these floating around on the internet, and that is because we shipped them about 3 weeks ago. And I think a lot of people are thrilled because last year they all participated in this vote. And in the vote, everyone, they're very enthusiastic. They all try to make sure like their choices win. And at the end, when this came out, I think this is a culmination of 1 years of hard work, and also I think because of the votes, I think these turned out to be great because it just always magically comes out great. These are actually very fun for us as well because these are the only dolls in every year that we don't know what we're walking into. And we don't know what's going to turn out. We don't know what the theme was. But throughout this process, when everyone votes, actually in 3 years ago when we started this project, we're like, will the votes turn out bad or something? But every year they turn out great. These are the dolls from 2024. We will show you in a little while for the dolls for 2023 and 2022 as well. But yeah, so anyway, back to the doll for 2024. Last year, this was the vote. This is Sienna. She had this is the theme for it's in the theme of 1950s. She has Diana sculpt, and she has copper hair, and she also turquoise eyes. And after a lot of the deliberation and also a lot of voting, this is how it turned out. And also after that, our designers also have a little fun. I think this is something they're really looking forward to every single year. Besides having the voted doll, they also try to do something that complements the doll. So, after, a few months of deliberation and designing as well, they also came up with another version that is in Sage's, this is Angela, this is in Sage's sculpt. and also in a different color dress. And you know, they also did something different. They put silver hair on her, so it's a little different, but it's, you know, it's fun. It's also exciting. So we don't know how it's going to turn out this year, but we're really looking forward to the votive doll and also what we can add on to this doll. And you know, also besides this, we also have every year we actually make a bag that goes along with the dolls. So here is Carrie here. You can't see her, but you can see her hand soon. And last year's this bag is made specifically for Angela. This is a pink one, goes with a pink one. And we have this design of these little holes. We found this really entertaining and fun as well. And also, there's this little logo that is printed here that we think looks really beautiful too. So besides the pink one, we also have the green one right here. This is for Sienna, right here. And also, of course, we have the blue one for Nicholas. All right. So, before I move forward, why don't we also take a look at our 2023 dolls? And with the magic of video, I can do that in just one poof. And here they are. So these are our second anniversary dolls. These are from 2023. Again, in 2023, in April and May, a lot of people came to vote, and their voted theme was the 1920s. And this is Evelyn right here. This is the voted doll, that the one that everyone voted. And this is Marco right here. And this is Lawrence right here. So we had a lot of fun that year as well. Because we didn't know much about the 1920s when everyone voted for it. It came a little bit as a surprise. And while we're looking through the researching on that, we actually had a lot of fun ourselves. We watched Great Gatsby together as a team in our meeting room. And I think we also watched Titanic together, although there was a scene that was not very appropriate for work. I think we fast forwarded there. But besides that, yeah, we had a lot of fun just researching that era. And again, of course, Evelyn right here is the one that was voted. And besides that, like our annual thing that we usually do, we came with our own versions, like surprises. So we designed Margot's here. I think designers think she really complements Evelyn. And also, we also made a boy doll. This is our first anniversary boy doll, Lawrence. And yeah, we made him, so it was really fun too. It's our, I think my mom sculpted that. And yeah, we had a lot of fun in there. So besides that, of course, we also have our annual bags that go along with it. So this is the white one. This bag goes with Evelyn. And also we have a blue one that goes with Lawrence right here. Here's Carrie showing her pretty hands with the bag. And also the black one, of course, goes with Margot right there. So yeah, these are our annual bags. And now let's go to our first anniversary doll. And here we have our first anniversary dolls. They were all launched in 2022, so 3 years ago. And that was the first time we did our own votes. And that year, everyone voted for a Victorian doll. So here it is. This is Rose right here. And this is our Victorian doll that was voted that year. And it comes with a little handbag that we found really fun because it has all these prints here. It's very, very cute. And as our surprise, of course, we made different colors. We didn't give them different names, but they're all roses. So we have magenta right here. Also, we have a yellow version, and then we have some brown versions that sadly we don't have it in our office today in our shoot, but maybe we'll make it in the video in the future. I don't know when, but we have it somewhere stuffed in somewhere in a corner right now. We have too many dolls, but so you know, sometimes these things happen. We just have to find it. But besides that, of course, we also have our annual bag. So the first one is the one that I like the most. Look at this little brown bag right here. And in this bag, we only had one bag that fits all of these. But you see that there's a little plastic cover out there, so it's transparent. So what's fun about that doll is when we put the doll inside, it actually shows the face on the back. So we're very proud of this bag as well. And yeah, we'll see what will happen in our 2025 doll, what bag will happen, and then also what the theme is. I'm very excited. All right, that was a little brief history of all our anniversary dolls. And again, we're really looking forward to our fourth one, which is coming in April for 2025. And I would like to invite all of you watching this video to join again because it's a really fun process. And it's really exciting. Everyone gets hyped up. So I think it's one of the iconic things that happened Ruby Red. So please don't miss out. So to join our vote, you have to join our Facebook group in our official Ruby Red Fashion Friends, the official group. And once you're in, uh, and during April, what we're usually going to do is every Tuesday and Friday, we will post out our next vote, and everyone just go comment and vote on it. And Tuesday and Friday could be Monday or Thursday, and you're at your time. So it will be around then. It will all be weekdays, and so just come in and vote. And I do not know how this is going to go. Every year we have no idea how things are going to go, but every step I can assure you it's going to be very fun. It's really exciting, exhilarating. So yeah, please come join. All right, so going into the votes, every year, actually, one of the most important votes that we have was the theme of that anniversary dolls. So again, in the first one, you had the Victorian era. Then in the second year, we had the 1920s, the flappers, and then 1950s. And this year, I can't wait to see what the theme is going to be, because that really decides what the doll is going to be like. And the vote is going to be in April. And just to spark everyone's imagination, I will list out a few eras right now, just to see which one that maybe you can start preparing and see which one you like, and so that you prepare for the vote that will be on. So, of course, first of all, we have the 15th century, the Gothic style, where they have, the long, elegant dresses with the bodices. And, they're usually made with silk and velvet. And, they're usually very elegant and very beautiful. Of course, then we can move on to the 16th century with the Renaissance period, where they have, the really wide and big dresses where that, accentuates the bottom a little bit, and they are supported by petticoat. So that era is also something that's going to be very fun. All right, then we have the 17th century, the Baroque style, where women wore like full skirts and they use extravagant colors, extravagant designs. Usually the fabrics are more opulent, and also they have a lot of ruffles, a lot of jewelry that goes along to it. So that is a more extravagant kind of style. All right, then we also have the 18th century, the Rococo era, where a lot of people wore, like a lot of women, sorry, wore gowns with like really also wide dresses, where also accentuates their bottom part as well. And also they use a lot of floral colors, floral patterns, sorry, and also sometimes they use pastel colors. And it was more playful then, especially they put an emphasis on their wigs. They have really really extravagant different kind of wigs, sometimes with feather as well. So that could be fun if we want to make a doll with a very very special hairstyle back then. So yeah, we have that too. All right, now let's fast forward to the Edwardian era. It's around in the 1900s, where there are a lot of women with seemingly tiny waists, because back then in the fashion, everyone was wearing corsets that they tighten so that they make their waist look smaller. And sometimes even men like me, I'm guessing 100 years later, we don't understand how they breathe through that. I mean, that is some tough thing to do. But besides that, I think that that era they had really beautiful dresses because of that S-shaped silhouette of the tiny waist, and also slightly bigger, also wider dress at the bottom. And also they have those high collars, and also that's really wide hats, and also those gloves. That would be a fun era to make a doll of too. All right, now we have the 1910s era. During the 1910s, of course, it was unfortunate that we had a huge war, that most of the world is involved in. So back then, women did not look into like really, really fancy and beautiful dresses anymore. They went for something that's more practical, something especially like practical shoes. And back then, they have like cloth hats, and also like shorter skirts, and also something with a shorter hemline. And everything was just more simple back then. But I think there's some beauty inside doing something more simple. I think, in Ruby Rare, we have always been doing something that is so fancy, and also trying to make more extravagant, that sometimes it might be fun to do something that is simple, because, yeah, there's some beauty inside things that are very simple. All right, then of course we have the 1920s, the Flappers era. Of course, we've already done a doll for the Flappers era. We can do it again, but it is totally up to you, because the voted doll is not decided by us; it's decided by all of you. if all of you think really like the Flappers era, of the extravagant and also the luxurious lifestyle and want to do it again, we are all for it. But you guys decide. All right, then we have the 1930s, and back then there was a huge economic downturn towards the world. So back then there were not a lot of people could not afford the very luxurious, pretty dresses. So they went for more simpler and also more structured dresses. Also, they very emphasized a lot on small waist as well. And during that time, as time progressed, Hollywood has a much higher influence in the late 1930s. They call it the silver screen, on where the silver screen became more prominent, and their fashion becomes more widely known by the world, and the world is starting to imitate what the Hollywood stars are wearing. All right, then now into 1940s. Of course, in 1940s, there's another Great World War, and so a lot of women they go to practicality instead of splurging on a lot of beautiful dresses. So back then, there a lot of the fashion uses more durable materials, and also they use more more the type of the utility fashion right back then. All right, then we have the 1950s era. Again, we have done that last year with Sienna, Angela, and Nicholas. Uh, Similar to the 1920s that I brought up, we can do it again. It is totally up to you. You guys are the decider of what we're going to do in 2025 anniversary doll. All right, then we have the 1960s era, the mod era. I think the mod stands for modern. Of course, modern is a relative term. Um, yeah, I wonder what they call 2020s now. But anyway, back then they that era usually have bold. I is like trying to yeah I is making faces now. But anyway, bold patterns and vibrant colors. And also that era also includes a lot of fashion like mini skirts and also shift dresses. All right, then we have the 1970s era, the fun era, with all the disco and everything like the disco fever. My parents have been in it. I have not been in it, but I heard it's a very, very fun era. So, we have all these, it's a huge change in fashion. Men and women started to wear, pants with like these really big, like bell bottoms at the bottom. And then they have platform shoes. And then, they use different colors and, they go on stage to dance. So, yeah, that might be a fun era for our new doll. All right, and then now there's the 1980s, the era of neon and glam. So yeah, that's a fun era. People are wearing really vibrant colors, like especially neon. That light green that's really, really like shines out. It's glamorous, and then women have those like huge shoulder pads and like these like huge blazers, and also they do a lot. There's a lot of hairstyling back then. A lot of people with straight hair, they curl it all up, make it like big and also fun, and that kind. So yeah, that we could do a lot of fun things with the hair for our dolls too, if you guys choose that era for 1980s. All right, now we are into the 1990s where we have the grunge and minimalism era, where the fashion is heavily influenced by streetwear. So people tend to wear like casual, like those flannel shirts, and of course those like ripped jeans. Like if you remember back then, like ripped jeans, like people try to cut a hole open. I remember back then, like there were jeans like, and then my mom would come and was like, "Why is there a hole? This is horrible." Like, no, people pay for that hole. Yeah. So yeah yeah that I think that was that's kind of yeah, people pay for that hole. Anyway, uh, 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 um, yep. So that era, a lot of streetwear and also flannel shirts, and also they have those like bucket hats around, and then those chokers around. So yeah, that could be something that is closer to now and something fun too. So yeah, I've listed many eras. I'm sure there are more. Feel free, to raise them at the comments below. Maybe tell us which era you like. Also, maybe some eras that we have not listed here that you also like. Or maybe, tell us a little bit more about the eras that maybe I have raised and you think there are more to it. You can put them in the comments below. Let's start this discussion because I think it will be great to have this discussion before our vote in April. And because this is the best thing that we're looking for this year as well, to see what how our 2025 dolls turn out to be. So yeah, let's just get this discussion going, and yeah. All right, you probably have already seen like our teasers about our new Coraline doll. Valeria. And that's right, I'm enunciating it because I has given me a very, very hard time because I have shot this for 5 times already, and she always said I have pronounced it wrong. So here it is, Valeria, Valeria, Valeria. Okay, I see. And she has a very like consenting, and she put me. Yeah, she's giving me a thumbs up. Anyway, so let's move on. Let me explain a little bit about Valeria. She has the same face sculpt as our doll Jada, and her skin tone is similar to our doll Frida. She has light brown eyes, and she has glued on wig that is brown in color with pigtails that are big ringlets. They're held in place with these sweet floral headbands. She continues the Will Be Red fashion trend's Coraline style of wearing denim. She has on a light blue denim cold shoulder top with rhinestone embellishments. It features Velcro to make her outfit easy to change. She has a collar covered in lace, as well as a ruffled edge for the bottom of the top and the end of the sleeves, with bows on the sleeves to give her a more playful feminine look. She has a belt also covered in lace with a big bow on the back, and it's removable. Also on her back is the slogan, Igniting Passion. You'll also see the Red Will Be Red logo on her sleeve. She wears a skirt with the top layer being teal, featuring shiny sequins including flower-shaped ones. Underneath is a layer of yellow denim with a lace trim, also for a delicate touch. Finally, she has on semi-transparent, stretchy, shimmering leggings for a touch of shine, as well as stylish lace-up boots. The colors of her outfit, as well as the floral themes, help to give it a spring look. In terms of her story, Valeria has always radiated an undeniable energy and zest for life. Her vibrant personality and infectious enthusiasm captivate those around her. When she grows up, she wants to become a motivational speaker and mentor and empower people to embrace their own passion and unleash their full potential, inspiring them to fearlessly pursue their dreams and embrace a life filled with purpose and fulfillment. All right, we have come to the end of the video. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, please like and subscribe and also share our video because it means a lot of us. Every like gives us a boost of confidence and it reassures that we're doing the right thing. Even if you don't like it, please also like us because it gives us this kind of a confidence. But so today we talked about our anniversary doll, and I would like to invite all of you to come also vote and help us co-design this doll because every year is one of the best, most memorable memory that we have, best experience we have, and I just can't wait to see how it turns out. Well, let's see which era it will turn out to be. And besides that, I think I also have this really like, she's smirking at the back. She has this idea to make fun of me again. Apparently, she has a challenge for all of you to say, the challenge is, would you rather? So apparently, all of you, you can leave a comment below on asking questions directed at me on would you rather. So it could be like, Durf, would you rather eat a burger or would you rather eat like fries? Or Durf, would you rather be in clothes that in blue or pink? So ask these questions. I have to answer the top one with the most votes. So if there's a question that you like, then put your vote on the question that you like to ask too. And yep, this is the end of the video. Please like, subscribe, and share us again. And this is Durf signing off.